I have yearly prediction. We're going to be looking at singles, those in a commitment, and your career. What you can expect this coming 2025. Let me see. 1 second. All right, so let's see. First, I'm going to get you an oracle card for each of the topics. So first, we're going to start with singles. What you can expect in 2025. Growth. I feel like you're going to be focused on your own personal growth this 2025. I'm going to read the card to you, the oracle card. It says, accept the lesson. When things don't go our way, something more important to the growth of our soul is in the works. So it looks like you might deal with some disappointment, either disappointment from the past or disappointment in your love life, because this is for singles. So in your love life in 2025. But it's going to be important that you realize that being single, it's to make you a better person for your future person, for your future relationship. So, what does the Alice in Wonderland or Tarot Wonderland have for us? Let's see. So I see here that you may have a false start with someone. Singles. Possibly an air sign. You have something that's not going to move forward with an air sign. Possibly a same-sex relationship or just an air sign. Somebody who you might see as a little bitchy. Possibly. But I feel like this ending is leading you towards the direction you're supposed to go. Whatever this is, it's supposed to end. What else for singles? What else for singles? What else for singles? So this goes back to our oracle card. It's like there's some disappointment, either that disappointment that started to happen in 2024 or in early 2025, but I see here that it's a lesson. Oh, I feel like you are going to see the lessons and use them towards your advantage. Like you're going to learn the lessons, and that's going to elevate you towards meeting your person. I see you possibly meeting a water sign. Tell me about this person for the singles. I feel like you really are going to see the lessons, singles. You're going to see the lessons, and you're going to take them with you to move in a better way in your future relationship. Ooh, you're going to like this person. You are really going to like this person, and they're going to like you too. I feel like you might have some hesitation, a little bit of fear of this situation disappointing you as well. Let me see the outcome in 2025 for this person for singles. This person could be a Leo. I see more water. It could be anybody though. It could be any sign, because I have a little bit of each sign here. I feel like you're going to be a little bit hesitant. Ooh, Lovers. Yeah, you two are going to be together. Singles. Once you get over this person from your past, what's that saying? I'm getting that saying in my head where they say like every something is a lesson, every failure is a lesson. It's like once you realize what the lesson was in the failure of that past thing, Aries, I feel like that's when you end up meeting this other person who's really loving, really compassionate, really gentle with you. I see you having a little bit of fear of disappointment with that new person, but you got the Lovers card. I think you two are going to be together. Okay, let's move on to those in a relationship for 2025. Give me predictions for Aries who are already in a commitment. Oracle card for Aries in a commitment. Oracle card for Aries in a commitment for 2025. No way. I got the same card. Growth. I feel like as a collective, my Aries collective, whoever the Aries are who come across this video, I feel like you guys are growing up. You guys are maturing. So if you didn't hear it in the singles reading, I'll read it to you again. You got growth. Accept the lesson. When things don't go our way, something more important to the growth of our soul is in the works. I'm getting a major thing with disappointment. You know what? Those who are in a current relationship, I could see that possibly ending. Now, if you guys are fantastic and you have the most perfect relationship, I'm not talking about you, right? But those who you feel like you guys are already kind of on the rocks and you've gone through a lot with this person, I see that possibly ending and you becoming single, and then that single reading becoming relevant for you. For me to get the same card, and I got the King of Cups again. So I feel like those of you who are in a commitment, that singles reading might possibly become relevant for you at some point during this year. Yeah, you two are no longer working on this. You feel like there's too many secrets, too much sneakiness, too much flightiness. You feel like you can't depend on this person. You feel like you almost have to spy on them to get any kind of truth about what they do when they're not around you. You feel like instead of putting the work into the relationship, this person just possibly sneaks around. Tell me about Aries who are already in a commitment. 2025 predictions. Yeah, I don't see you any longer investing in this at some point. I feel like you're going to boss up on this person. Again, I'm getting growth. Aries, I feel like you're possibly going to encounter a breakup going into 2025, early 2025, and possibly being single, and bossing up, learning the lessons from the heartache, from the failure. I see you bossing up, like maturing after you end this relationship with this person. Now, again, if you guys are in a perfect relationship, that's probably not for you. But for those of you who are on the rocks, I don't see that working out. I see you becoming single and meeting possibly a water sign. After you do, after you have a little bout of like a little bit of growth, realizing the lessons. All right, let's move on to your career. Be an oracle card for Aries career. Predictions for 2025. Predictions for 2025 for Aries career. Awaken. Keep your eyes open. When we decide to live a more conscious life, we see signs of grace everywhere. I feel like Aries, when it comes to your work, you may possibly start a passion project. Or if you already have some current passion projects, I see you leaning more into those passion projects and taking them a lot more seriously. Not just your 9 to 5, but things that actually, bring you joy. Your hobby is something like that. You might make a side business or a side hustle out of a hobby. Tell me about Aries career for 2025. Tell me about Aries career for 2025. Predictions for Aries career 2025. Yeah, I feel like you're no longer happy with your current position. You're thinking about possibly dropping it. Oops. Yeah, you're thinking of possibly dropping it and starting something new. Something where you can be your own boss. Or you can be the boss. If you're thinking about, if it's not about you becoming self-employed and being your own boss, I see you going after promotions or going after roles that are just a little bit higher than what you currently do. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Emperor card. Ooh, I see it being successful. I feel like you're going to thank yourself later for doing this. Whether you start going after promotions or going after roles that you're not necessarily qualified for, or you become self-employed, something like that. I feel like you're going to really thank yourself later, and I see that paying off. I see that paying off in a major way. I feel like once you make this boost, whether it's starting that business or whether it's getting that promotion or starting a new role that pays you more, that you have more responsibilities in, I feel like you'll never digress from that. So say if you become a manager of a business or something like that, moving forward, you'll always take jobs of that caliber or more. Okay, anything else? And it's going to be easier. What you'll notice about this is you're going to make a lot more money and have a lot more responsibilities, but it's going to feel like you're doing way less work. It's not going to be as difficult as you think it would have been. I feel like you're going to feel like you're almost like you're making easy money. Tell me about this, Spirit. Tell me about this new thing in Aries career. I feel like this is something you secretly always wanted to do. But I feel like you were too afraid to do it. Like you weren't sure if you could do it on your own. Like again, if it's about managing a team or something, you were afraid of having all that responsibility on you. And you feared, like, could you handle that? How will Aries do in this new role? I know I see it looks like easy money is how it's going to feel to you. Once you get settled in the role or your business gets up and running, you're going to feel like you have to be way more serious when it comes to coworkers or business associates. Like you can no longer when you're just a regular worker at a business, you can kind of, go in the break room and like lollygag and chop it up with your coworkers and stuff. But once you're in that boss role, you can't really do those things anymore, because they look at you as the boss, So You're going to feel like it's easy money, but you're also going to feel like you can't just, you know, shoot the shit with your coworkers anymore because they're like, oh, the boss is here. The boss is in the room. Oh, shoot. You know, like, maybe you'll feel like people treat you a little bit different once you're in this different role. Yeah, people don't see you the same way anymore in this role. But it's like a part of you secretly loves that. I feel like you didn't like talking to them anyways, low key. You're like, I'd rather have the money and not get to shoot the shit with my coworkers than to be broke and shooting the shit in the break room. I feel like you're like, I'd rather not congregate with my coworkers or, you know, get to gossip in the break room. Okay, anything else about Aries career? I feel like this is going to help grow your self-confidence and like your inner strength. You're going to feel like really proud of yourself. And I feel like this will... I see you really enjoying this new role. Like, I feel like you'll think, like, I don't ever want to do anything else. Like, I don't ever want to go back. So it's like I see that you feared being in this, like, position of authority in the past. But once you're there, you're going to feel like it's easy money. And you're going to feel like, I don't ever want to go back to, you know, working on the sales floor or whatever. Like, I want to stay in management from here on out, as an example. Or, you know, I don't ever want to go back to working for someone else. I want to stay working for myself from here on out. Let me do one more. I'm going to do a general reading for you. I know I didn't say that at the beginning, but I want to do a general for Aries. And I'll do a general for the other signs as well. So let me get you an oracle card for your general message. I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of growth this year, Aries. A lot of growth. A lot of growth in your career. You're leveling up. In your relationship, you're letting something go, but you're growing from it and leveling up and meeting somebody who's a way better fit for you than this person in your past or possibly your current. Because I possibly see a breakup. Resonates. Okay, give me a general oracle for Aries. General oracle for Aries. General oracle for Aries. What can Aries expect in 2025? I feel like you guys are leveling up. I love this reading for y'all. Maturing, leveling up, more money, more responsibility, a better job title that you will never backtrack from here on out. You're going to get a boost in your career. Okay, give me a general for Aries. General for Aries. Okay, you got two of them, but I'll. You got quiet and connect. So quiet. Turn off the noise. Silence nourishes the mind, body, and spirit. Okay. It's giving like Hermit card. Find your center. This is for connect. Connect. Find your center. When we stay connected to our spiritual core, the best and most advantageous path unfolds before us. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be leaning into self-development this year. Like after this breakup or after this thing finishes with a person from your past or your current, I feel like you're going to dive into self-work, leveling up yourself on the inside, looking at the lessons from the things that have happened to you in the past and moving forward with those lessons. Okay. General for Aries, what to expect in 2025. General for Aries. What to expect, Aries 2025. I feel like you're developing an inner resilience. So, where in the past, possibly, maybe when you would hear no's or things wouldn't work out, you might have been in the habit of dropping things when they didn't work out. But I feel like moving forward, you're a lot more decisive about what you want to do, and I feel like it's because you're doing that inner work this year, that when you take actions in your life, like when you accept job offers, it's not going to be just because, you know, you just need any job. I feel like you're moving forward with particular goals in mind. Like if you said for yourself, at this point moving forward, I'm only accepting jobs that pay me $80,000 a year or whatever, you know, the number is for you. I feel like you're really going to stick to that no matter how many no's you get or how many times like something falls through. I feel like you're going to keep going, keep applying, keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. It's almost like you have this tenacity about you this year where you're really going hard on securing your goals. If that means you have to jump and fail 10 times, you're going to jump and fail. So going back to your career reading where I saw like in the past, you may have been afraid to go after certain positions because you were afraid of like the responsibility or if you could handle it or, you know, was it going to be too much? Were you going to fail? I feel like moving forward this year with all of the self-growth that you're having, I feel like you're going to start to care a lot less about failing as long as you're moving towards your goal. Anything else for Aries? General for 2025. General for 2025. You may be recognizing where you yourself have been toxic in the past. And I feel like you're going to start to forgive yourself for decisions that you made in the past that now you regret, or ways that you conducted yourself in the past that you regret. Like if you let somebody take you out of character or something like that, you know, in a relationship, or you just put up with something for far too long and now when you think back on it, you're embarrassed. I feel like during 2025, you're going to give yourself a lot more grace, a lot more forgiveness, because you're doing that inner work and growing your confidence internally. I feel like you're going to start to, you know, forgive yourself for accepting breadcrumbs or, you know, letting people rile you up or letting people get to you or make you act out of character. Yeah, I see you forgiving yourself for past mistakes. And I see success, 6 of Wands. I love this reading for you, Aries. I love this upcoming year for you. It looks like a lot of growth, a lot of inner growth, and a lot of financial growth, a lot of career growth. And I also see you entering a new relationship. Even those of you who are currently in a relationship, I see that possibly ending and you meeting somebody new. And singles meeting someone new as well. All right, thank you, Aries. Like, comment, subscribe